Hey everyone, welcome back to Car Flash, the channel where we cut through the marketing noise, skip the over-polished brochure talk, and show you what cars really look and feel like when you see them in the real world. If you're new here, make sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss any of our deep dive reviews on the latest cars hitting the market. Today, we're looking at something that a lot of people have been waiting for, a brand new generation of a nameplate that has been around for decades. This is the 2026 Toyota 4Runner, and it's not just a small update, it's a complete redesign that brings the legendary SUV into the modern era while still holding on to the rugged spirit that made it famous. Let's see if it really lives up to the hype. Exterior: the first thing you'll notice when you walk up to the 2026 4Runner is the new face. Toyota has gone bold here, and it shows. The front end is much more squared off and muscular than before, but it still carries that recognizable 4Runner identity. The headlights are slimmer and sharper, giving it a modern, high-tech look, while the grille is massive and unapologetically aggressive. Depending on the trim you go for, you'll see different grille designs, some with a more premium touch, others with a rugged, off-road ready mesh pattern. The hood is sculpted with strong lines that give the SUV a powerful stance, and down low, the bumper integrates skid plate styling that hints at its off-road DNA. The LED daytime running lights frame the front nicely, giving the 4Runner a distinctive light signature that you'll spot instantly on the road. Moving around to the side, this is where you can see the size and proportions that have defined the 4Runner for generations. The wheel arches are boxy and pronounced, giving it that tough, go-anywhere look. Toyota has put more emphasis on clean, angular lines that make the SUV look more modern but without losing its blocky charm. Depending on the trim, you can get wheels ranging from 18 to 20 inches, and they come in different finishes, some more polished for the street-focused buyer, others darker and more rugged for the off-road crowd. The roofline remains relatively flat, which keeps that classic SUV silhouette intact, and roof rails come standard, reinforcing its adventurous spirit. The side mirrors are chunkier and now include integrated turn signals and available cameras for the 360-degree view system. You'll also notice blacked-out pillars that create a floating roof effect on some trims, while chrome accents appear on higher-end versions. Overall, the side profile is unmistakably 4Runner, but with a fresher and more refined execution. Now let's swing around to the back, where the redesign has made perhaps the most dramatic impression. The taillights are full LED and shaped in a way that makes the SUV look wider and more planted on the road. The rear window still has that signature 4Runner trick where it rolls down, a feature fans absolutely love and Toyota wisely kept. The bumper is rugged with tow hook integration, and higher trims offer skid plates and protective cladding. There's also a roof spoiler that adds a touch of sportiness. The tailgate is squared and solid, giving the SUV that strong, confident presence whether you're parked in the city or out on the trail. And of course, Toyota didn't forget the practicality aspect. You've got a power liftgate on higher trims and a generous cargo area that's ready for camping gear, groceries, or anything else you throw at it. Interior: step inside, and you'll immediately notice that Toyota has completely overhauled the interior. This isn't the old-school cabin you may remember from the previous generation. Instead, the 2026 4Runner feels modern, high-tech, and genuinely premium while still keeping that rugged vibe. Front and center is a massive infotainment screen at 12.3 inches on most trims that runs Toyota's latest software with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The graphics are crisp, the interface is smoother than ever, and Toyota has finally added over-the-air updates to keep everything current. Right in front of the driver, you've got another digital display for the instrument cluster, which is customizable and offers all the key info, from off-road settings to navigation directions. The materials are a big step up too. Soft touch surfaces cover the dash and door panels, while higher trims like the limited platinum add leather, contrast stitching, and even wood or metallic accents. At the same time, Toyota hasn't gone soft. The controls are still chunky and easy to use with gloves on, something off-roaders will appreciate. The seats are redesigned for better support on long drives, and depending on the trim, you can get soft X, leather, or a premium leather upholstery. Heated unventilated front seats are available, along with the heated steering wheel and even heated rear seats in top trims. Space is another big highlight. The 2026 4Runner offers both 2-row and 3-row configurations, so families who need extra seating will have that option. Second-row passengers get more legroom than before, and the rear seats can recline for comfort. Cargo space is generous, and the fold-flat seats make it easy to load bulky items. Toyota has also loaded the cabin with storage cubbies, USB-C ports, wireless charging, and an available premium JBL sound system that delivers excellent audio quality. Performance under the hood. The big news is that the old V6 is gone. In its place, Toyota has given the 2026 4Runner a turbocharged 2.4-liter 4-cylinder engine. On paper, that might sound like a downgrade, but it's actually more powerful and more efficient than the outgoing motor. You're looking at around 278 horsepower and 317 pound-feet of torque, which is more than enough to move this SUV with confidence. The engine is paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission that shifts smoothly and keeps the power band accessible. For those who want more, Toyota also offers a hybrid version that bumps power closer to 330 horsepower while improving fuel economy significantly. And yes, off-road fans, Toyota hasn't forgotten about you. The 4Runner still comes with available 4-wheel drive, locking differentials, crawl control, and multiple terrain modes. TRD trims bring beefier suspension setups, skid plates, and off-road tires, making this SUV every bit as trail-ready as you'd hope. On the road, it rides smoother than the old model thanks to improvements in suspension and chassis rigidity, so daily driving comfort is much better while still keeping that tough, body-on-frame character. Towing capacity is set at up to 6,500 pounds, so hauling boats, trailers, or small campers won't be an issue. When it comes to safety and tech, Toyota has packed in the latest version of Toyota's Safety Sense. That means adaptive cruise control, lane departure alert, lane centering, blind spot monitoring, rear cross-traffic alert, and pre-collision braking with pedestrian detection. Higher trims add features like a 360-degree camera, head-up display, and advanced parking assist, which make maneuvering this big SUV in tight spaces a lot easier. As for pricing, Toyota hasn't gone crazy despite the improvements. The base trims are expected to start around the mid-$40,000 range, which is competitive for this class of SUV. Higher trims like the TRD Pro or Platinum can climb into the $60,000 range, especially if you go for the hybrid powertrain and additional packages. Considering the upgrades in tech, comfort, and performance, the pricing feels fair and keeps the 4Runner in line with rivals like the Ford Bronco, Jeep Wrangler, and even the Land Rover Defender. So, what's the verdict? The 2026 Toyota 4Runner is exactly what fans have been waiting for. It keeps the rugged, go-anywhere DNA that made the nameplate legendary, but it finally drags the SUV into the modern world with tech, comfort, and efficiency that make it competitive in today's market. Whether you're buying it for off-road adventures, family hauling, or just because you love the style, the new 4Runner feels like a return to form for Toyota's iconic SUV. That's going to wrap up this review. Let me know in the comments what you think of the new 4Runner. Does the switch to a turbo 4-cylinder make sense to you? Or are you going to miss the old V6? And would you take this over something like a Bronco or a Wrangler? I want to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed this review, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Car Flash, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into the latest cars and SUVs. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.